Tonight, from Columbus, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Columbus Aviators taking on the Mexico City Golden Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Columbus Aviators. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, from Mexico City, our visitors. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's Hall. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 20 carries, 79 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson and finding the tight end Hooper.
Wilson's pass.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Aviators, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take...
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Bell, about 3 yards there to the 27. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Mexico City.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kurt, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Wilson's pass. Complete.
His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Wilson on the keeper.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They run the option on second down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Saquon Barkley. That's good.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 77 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Golden Eagles 3, Aviators nothing.
It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14.
Complete to
the drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Wilson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24-yard gain.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On first down, it's Samuels. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 10.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Bell, the ball carrier. Ed Oliver made the tackle. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but but couldn't do a ton with it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
An extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive.
Aviators, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Kaepernick looking to throw. 3rd and 2. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Kaepernick to throw again. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he's going to go down again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41.
To throw, Kaepernick. Incomplete on the deep ball. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. All right, gearing up for another drive here. Austin Hooper trots back out. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all 3 will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 27th, Wilson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Wilson from the gun on third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Wilson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Russell Wilson sacked.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, Boyd. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and now it's 3rd down.
Richard Sherman.
Now Kaepernick again, looking deep for Adams, and able to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
The pass, the tackle by Melvin Ingram.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 17, Aviators nothing.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Adams has it, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell first down and then some. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second down. It's Bell, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick to Barkley on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the fumble. And the defense has come up with it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it's complete. Hooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive.
Golden Eagles 24, Aviators nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Pascal's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That's good.
That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the 1st.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That's just nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A give to Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for our visitors, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.